Sup YouTube, this is Scruffy from TeamDarkHorse. Updating you guys on a couple of things. One, regionals for our team is next weekend in Columbus. I'll be running Light Hero Beat, Gemini Stun, whatever, and Volu will be running Gravekeepers and Herald will be running Perfect Herald. Might have one more person tag along. We plan on updating you guys with a lot of content during that weekend. A few videos just of us shooting the shit on the way there. We'll have coverage there, what happened, how we did, and we'll have stuff to say definitely on the way home. But for now, I'm going to update you guys with a deck profile of my Absolute Zero deck. I think this is the most consistent Absolute Zero deck to run this format, of what's left of the format, but here it is anyway. Alright, so we'll start out with Dark Armed. You gotta run this if you're running the Destiny Hero engine, which I am. So you get Dark Armed, Double Chaos. I think this is pretty much a staple. You need to remove their monsters, you need to remove their back row. That's less of an issue. It's just that I run Snowman Eater. I run a lot of cards that can help stall, so sacking them for Caius just proves natural. It's just a good combo with the deck. It's also a dark target for Allure, dark target for Dad. You guys know the drill. You got your Stratos to search out everything. You guys know what that does. One Diamond Dude. For this deck, I'm only running one. There's 11 targets for a Diamond Dude to hit, but it's not that good of a card to run at 2 unless you're really focusing on milling your normal spells, which I'm not. So you got your 2 Malicious, sync out for level 8s with Triple Diva. This sets up big combos. Destiny draw Malicious, summon Diva, remove Malicious, get one out. Just big plays. You got your 1 Gilman to go into instant catasters, so that way if you just have Diva in your hand, it's not that dead. Snowman Eater is the other 2 water targets that I run. Set that, flip it, Monster Destruction, sack for Caius. Great play. Debris anything runs it. So they can do it, I can do it. I like it in this deck. Water target for Miracle Fusion, so 1 Tomato to search out your darks, Tomato into Sandgan, Tomato into Armageddon Knight to pitch for Plague Spreader. I like 1, I would test 2, I don't know how I like 2 at the moment though. I've tested it before. It was alright. The fact that they had to keep attacking into it kind of sucked because this is a plant synchro format. It's kind of hard for them to attack and not try to bomb something first, or right go Caius. It's kind of hard. 1 Armageddon. I would think about a Greffer in here. I know a lot of people would be against that. Greffer, tons of minuses, but I do run Plague Spreader and Necro Garden in this deck. Necro for protection. Greffer would help pitch it from the hand if I were to draw it, because it's going to be a pretty dead card in the hand if I were to draw it. But they're two pretty good targets for Armageddon Knight. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. We'll see. I mean, like I said, if you guys want to try this out, maybe switch Armageddon out with Dark Greffer and see how that works, because you can always special summon it from the hand, which is an extra plus that Armageddon Knight can't do. Plague Spreader basically syncs out with everything. Gets your Dark End Dragon, which is pretty big in this deck. Gets your Stardust, anything that you would pretty much need. Plus, you can remove it, get out Dad. If you have a Malicious in your hand and Malicious in the grave, yeah, that sucks, you can't special summon it, but you have Plague in your grave, stack Malicious, then special summon Malicious from your deck now that you have it on top of the deck, so it's an instant level 8. Very good. Sandgan obviously gets you Deep Sea Diva, and say a Malicious if you have a Destiny draw in your hand. Pod Duality, no, that was for the monsters. I think that's about 18 monsters. I could be wrong, but I think it's 18. But for the spells, 2 Duality. Duality helps speed up the deck. Basically, it gets you your Allure, your Destiny Draw, your Future Fusion. You search out for all those little combo pieces that you need to help speed up the deck. Because if you're not using Miracle Fusion or getting out Absolute Zero in any kind of way, or Dad, you're not special summoning a whole lot. So, or Diva, obviously. But you know, this deck sets enough with Snowman Eater, or normal summons with Armageddon Knight, it's okay to run Duality. I like it so far. I haven't had a problem with it. The one Destiny Draw, I only run 3 targets. I know that sounds crazy, but Destiny Draw is still live most of the time. I cannot complain with 3 targets, 1 Destiny Draw. That's the thing I can say is just try it out. It's not that bad. Allure, you run 11 targets, including Dad, so draw power. Rhoda searches out Stratos mostly. You can also search for Armageddon Knight, which if I already had Stratos, I usually go for that. Or Diamond Dude into Destiny Draw. Future Fusion, obviously key card in the deck. You guys know how to use that. Pitch Malicious, Summon Diva, instant level 8. Let's see, triple. Oh, if I can get it here. Triple Miracle Fusion. Obviously, key card in the deck. Future Fusion sets up all of your Miracle Fusion plays. Or if you have say a Diamond Dude on the field, summon Diva, go to Bryonic, pitch Malicious, remove Malicious, bring out Malicious from the graveyard, or I'm sorry, deck. Basically, you'll have Bryonic and a lovely Synchro. Then you play Miracle Fusion. It's pretty much an OTK if you have a clear back row, which is going to be not a lot of the time, but that's why we run double MST to help remove that bullcrap. And I hate back row. Deck could run Trap Snap if you guys wanted to try that out. I am trying out MST right now. It works good enough. Snowmeter removes the monsters. Kai's can basically you have a lot of outs to a lot of stuff, but triple book, obvious back row, or monster protection. You can run over a lot of their stuff with the monsters in this deck, so just flip into defense, run over it. Obviously stop Synchro, you guys know how good that is. Grenade helps set up big plays. Basically, you draw this and it's not going to be dead, because you can Diva into whatever. Everything is safe when you play Grenade. Then you got the staple Monster Reborn, and you got the staple Dark Hole. So that's the spell lineup. Like I said, 11 targets for Diamond Dude, not the focus of the deck though, so. Double Warning, I run this over double Bottomless. This stops way more stuff than Bottomless does. The fact that it can target spells and traps is pretty freaking big, so I like it. I'd rather play that than 2 Bottomless. Mirror Force, staple, Torrential, staple. Solemn Judgment, basically it helps keep your Future Fusion on the field, so if they have an out to it, pay the life points, oh well, but you can still have Future Fusion to play. I don't run Decree. I don't run the Decree build because I tried it, and it seemed like a lot of decks took advantage of the Decree. Plant Synchro doesn't have a hard time getting around it because they can just Debris Gugner or Debris Bomb with Black Rose. It's kind of easy for them to get around. The only deck it really stopped Decree did was Black Wings. That wasn't a bad matchup at all for the Decree build, but so far I'm liking the Trap version. Trap version adds more protection, which this deck kind of needs. You need your monsters to stay on the field so you can sync out with them, with Diva and Plague Spreader, and to set up your big plays. You need stuff to stay on the field. So, quick look at the extra deck. It's pretty standard. Android, Catastor, Brio, Goyo, Black Rose, Colossal, Scrap Dragon. I would actually switch this out for a second Dark End. I'm thinking about it because generally when I get out Dark End, I mean, I usually use its effect. I don't want to blow stuff up. I don't want to blow up my Future Fusion, my Absolute Zero. I would rather just send it to the grave to get the minus. So I'm really debating the second Dark End because I usually go for Dark End as my level 8 since Malicious plus Diva, Caius plus Diva, just Dark End's kind of better in this particular deck. RDA for Plant Synchro. Stardust, Mistworm. Oh, and if Trishula were to come out, oh my god, would that change this deck. Diamond Dude plus Diva plus Gilman is level 9. So if you can get Diamond Dude to stay on the field, summon Diva, Gilman, Trishula, big play, you win. Chimera Tech because I run Cyber Dragons in the side, and 000. So, anyways, that's the deck. If you have the cards, try it out. I like it. It's a fun deck. It's not particularly tier 1 this format because of Plant Synchro. It has a tough matchup with that, but it's still a very fun deck to play, very competitive. Hope you guys liked it. Please rate, comment, subscribe. TeamDarkHorse out.